Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to be talking about utilizing that rear brake when up on the obstacle, especially at that balance point, and a modification I made to the rear brake so that the stopper was better in place. So in this example, guys, you can see right here where I'm trying to jump off of the pegs. My toes are down. It's very hard to cover the rear brake when the obstacles get higher. And then at this point, after driving up on the rear tire, I'm finding that rear brake again, pulling the clutch in order to bring the front back down. And this is what I was going after in the practice, that rear brake. This is the stock rear brake pedal that came with this 2019 Scorpa 250 factory, and it has no stopper. So this is a lot of play before it can go up and hit that. And as you're going to press the rear brake, as you guys have seen probably in my rear brake pedal, it's got to become automatic video. This is just too much play. So I'd seen Brian Harrell at a Trials Inc. event. He actually added a stopper into there. So this is my bigger brake pedal that I have, and you can see that one has a stopper in it. I actually lost that screw. Little tip to go ahead and put some Loctite in there so that it doesn't come out, but I had lost this screw completely. But this brake pedal I found is just too big for the typical stuff that I want to do. So a lot of times not covering the rear brake and then having to come up and onto the rear brake. Occasionally you can get caught right there. So the rear brake pedal actually had this little bump out, and so I went up to my local hardware store, and these are M6 sizes, about 1 inch, which wound up being perfect. That one's a little bit too short. And I started with some smaller threads, and then eventually 3/16 was the one that was perfect. So now this will just thread right in there. And voila, I've got a brake pedal stop. So I might need to turn that out just a little bit. Okay, so it's time to go out and practice with this new modification on the brake pedal. This definitely added a lot of confidence getting that right foot up and over the rear brake. So on all these attempts, I'm falling short a lot, and it's because I'm intentionally pressing the rear brake. So I'm not even making it all the way up there a lot of times, but I'm pressing that rear brake just to build that muscle memory, just to build the habit of, I get up, I'm on the rear brake. I get up, I'm on the rear brake. I think this one's a pretty good example where I'm getting right up to that balance point, boom, got the rear brake, but yet I didn't slip the clutch. And so I wind up falling back down, which is a little bit discouraging, but at the same time, I was happy with the progress that I made just by finding that rear brake consistently, even if I'm not getting up, because I'm not wanting to loop out anymore. Okay, so quick update on the side undercut obstacles. That block is working out okay. However, this bigger tire, so I actually felt pretty good coming down off of this tire thinking, okay, I didn't make it, I'll just jump right off. And I'm in control, but then when I go to put that right foot down, whoop! You can see why yoga pants help as I'm doing this splits here. So I think we better clean up this extra plank that is not helping anything. So I also tried getting back on the rear brake, doing some splats, which happened very quickly. And I was happy with this attempt because after the rear tire drives up the face, it's right here that I'm able to pull the clutch in, grab the rear brake, and bring it back down safely. So this is probably the biggest down tree in the woods. You can see it is above handlebar height on this side. There's a slight angle going down this way. Really nice air log, but this is super high right here. So the grade is actually going uphill this way, so I could imagine maybe trying to splat up into that with a nice big kicker, but that's definitely higher than my wall. Yeah, I'm 6'6", so this is pretty high, maybe 5.5 feet or so, and you know, nothing around. It's not like my wall where I've got the nice landing in the background. So you can see a pretty big gap over there. This is probably going to be the best place to hit it, in between these two trees. Just got to clear out some brush and build up the nerve, but I'm not going to do it right before an event. So probably sometime thereafter, we shall see. Now, some of you might be saying, Tom, I thought you were done with these big obstacles, and look, you just fell on that tire. And that's all true, but at the same time, there's something fun and exciting about going after something bigger and harder. And this tree is definitely going to present that challenge, although I'm not quite ready for it yet. So stay along for the journey. It's going to happen at some point.